Hey, this is Shontipan here again. So, after a long time, I am meeting you, and today, on one of my community posts, I had got a comment that I should talk about the new education policy 2021 that has been released. And I was really surprised when I read about the curriculum and how it has really changed the whole education system. Now, listen this very carefully. This very topic is very important for WAT, Writing Ability Test. Then it is very important for GD, Group Discussion. It is really very important for any kind of personal interview, PI. And it is also important for any kind of debates too. So, in overall perspective, this is your future. So we will read about the salient features. So at first we will go through the new education policy. What are the major changes that has happened? Now the major change, if we see, is that there will be one regulation. So what is this one regulation? One regulation means there will not be any kind of state government, central government, or any kind of discrimination. So this will improve the quality of education. If we are all having only one kind of syllabus, the syllabus will be one, and this will really help everyone. We have seen that there are ICSC, ISC students, there are CBSE students, and there are also board students which are from vernacular medium. So we have seen that there have been difference in marks, and if you are coming from 10 years back, let's say, so you may see a considerable difference between the marks. Maybe the ISC student is getting 80-90%, but the board exam which are given by the vernacular medium, they are getting 79. But this is tougher and this may be easier. So this is something which I am saying because this has happened in the past, and we have seen how marks really matter in each and everything. So the next thing comes to the curriculum, that is 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. So what is this 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4? We will go to this, we will come to this thing. Let's come. So this is the new framework. Excuse me. Well, this is the new framework that you are watching. So this new framework will be giving you a holistic study. So what it was used to happen? We knew that there were preparatory stages where we went to nursery and kindergartens. After that we used to go to from class 1 to class 10. There was nothing. We had optional subjects. We had optional subjects, and then after class 10 we used to go for any one of the streams like science, commerce, or arts background. Now this is going to change. This is totally going to change, and this is really good. I am saying this is really good. So let us come to a very interesting thing. So what are these the 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4? Let's understand this. So this 5 is the foundational stage, as it has been written. So in this age, this is actually, it has been written, if we are well, let's see. Well, you see, this has been made for Anganwadi. That is, Anganwadi means primary school. You see the primary school, you have to see the age. It is 3 to 8. The 3 to 8, this age is very important. You have to understand the age, because in this age our brain develops, our IQ develops. So this is the most important stage when one should be given the best education, and I feel so, because at that stage you perform, you understand, the students understand, the teachers get to understand the students too, and also the parents get to understand their talent, their skills. Maybe At that time we may not recognize our skill, but still we can get what we can do. Maybe someone is good at singing, maybe someone is good at art and drawing, in handicrafts, someone is good at music. So you see, there are so many different kinds of skills and talents that one can have. Someone may be good at sports, so you get the real skill. After that we are coming to the preparatory stage, and this is for 8 to 11. Now this is from class 3 to 5, this one, the preparatory stage. In this preparatory stage, a very important thing is you get a flexibility of choosing yourself what you want to do. In this stage you will be given a very important thing, that is vocational training, and this comes after class 6. Well, this the middle stage. In the middle stage we are having this vocational training. So as we see that this 3 plus 3, you can see that this 3 plus 3 can actually be merged together. Maybe we may say 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4, but this preparatory stage and middle stage actually comes in a very critical position. Maybe in this class, in this 3 positions, we may not be able to get everything. Maybe the person may not have all the skills that they want to get. Maybe they haven't recognized. So if we come to the middle stage, now in this position, when the guy or the girl is between 11 to 14 years of age, now you see the guys and girls of this generation are really smart, and they know what they are doing. They know they have got a purpose. They are so smart that they are able to do what they are wanting. I mean, at times when we were there, we may crave for certain things, but at this point we are having this online education, online courses, and they are getting it just at the click of a button on the mobile. And the courses are also not that much, that is the cost are not that high too. And you have got YouTube provides free education too. So in this position, this is very critical position, because you get to class 8. After class 8 you have to go for the secondary stage, because this is the most important part, and over here you build your career. We know that class 9, class 10, class 11 and class 12, these are very important positions. So to come to this position, this area is most important, the preparatory stage and the middle stage. So from class 6, as we say, from class 6 there will be vocational training. So we will come to this each and every point, but just I am showing you the framework or the design, how they have designed this. The secondary stage, that is 9 to 12, we have discussed about this. Now we will be coming to our position. Okay, so as we were discussing about the thing, so the new curriculum we have discussed. Now there is flexibility in choice of subjects. You see, think of this, commerce, the commerce background. Now many people at this position, at this position, we don't know about economics. Many people don't know about economics. Those who have studied in science background, you see, we say BSc in economics, we say MSc in economics. It means that it is a science subject. So why economics is considered in commerce? You see, commerce, we don't know what is commerce, but at this moment we have to understand that many people who are indulging themselves in stock market, they are getting to know and understand about accountancy, about ratios, about balance sheets. They don't know about anything, but it's really easy. We can actually get a basic subject. So this flexibility and choice of subject is really great, because I will give you another one, that is geography, geo. You see, geography is actually not something which is an art subject. If we join maths, because mathematics is also there is science, there is science. You see about Bermuda Triangle, how all these kind of things are happening, about the weather forecast. So all these things are actually coming from geography only. So geography is a main subject over there, but we see that we get this in arts. So that becomes a problem. So this will open a new horizon. Now there is also another thing which is called coding. We see the coding is really important because computer is a computer, the computing and softwares, all these are now the mainstreams. Okay, so let's come to the next point, that is enhancement of skills with main aim in analytical, critical and conceptual thinking. Think about history. Now how history are taught, these are only facts, we only read facts. Now how this is not really what is history. Have we asked that why Akbar did this? Have we asked if the battle of Panipat wouldn't have happened, what would be the scenario of today? Think. So this gives you the critical thinking or analytical thinking or conceptual thinking in history. Think about this. What we do in literature, in English literature. In English literature, we do this kind of things. We do critical study in English literature. In conceptual thinking, we get about in science. And analytical we get in maths and other kind of subjects too. In reasoning, we don't know about reasoning. We get to know about reasoning and all these kind of things in Olympiads, if we remember well. And when we are small, and this Olympiads becomes a big Olympiad when we are going for the competitive exams. Now you get it, you get the point. So this is really important. Now another thing is vocational education. One of the most important thing, the skills that we have. See, a carpenter is also, carpentry is actually a skill. Nobody understands this skill, but this has got something with it. Welding is a skill. Maybe we may think that these are actually very low graded things, but no, these can really help you in near future. Maybe someone is having artistic skills, they can go for it. Think about beautician, someone who has got great is really good in drawing, or maybe in just drawing patterns. So maybe they are not good at drawing, but they are really good at patterns. They can draw different kinds of patterns and they can do design. So they can go for designing of sarees, and they can also go for any kind of fashion designing. See, we can understand that how this can really impact our education, and I think if all this kind of things happen, will be really good. No distinguishing in science, commerce and arts. What I was actually saying, let me just give you an example. What is this subject called commerce? We didn't know anything when someone had taken this subject in class 11 or 12, or someone's father or mother, they have gone and said that beta tu commerce le le, or they have seen that okay mujhe to science acha nahi lagta hai, I don't like science, so I will go for commerce. Let's see, okay, I am not that good at science, though science is maths, I am really afraid of maths, so maybe they will go for arts. So this is really, I will say, this is really discriminatory. Why I am saying this is really discriminatory? Because maybe someone wants to read accountancy and they want also physics along with it. Now you will say, okay, this is actually totally different from physics. What is there to do with physics and accountancy? Understand, in physics, or let's say chemistry can give you understanding about chemicals. Physics will give you understanding about most of the applications of engineering. Understand, engineering is one of the very important subjects, and engineering can be given by physics. It is applied physics. Applied physics is what is called engineering. So along with it, if we have accountancy, think, a guy or a girl can be an entrepreneur. They can understand the accountancy, they can draw their balance sheet, very normal things. I am not saying to learn about accounting standards and all those kind of things. They can just draw they can do journal, ledger, and then they can form a balance sheet and profit and loss statement, final accounts. these are kind of things which are there in accountancy. If they take economics, think about economics, there can be macroeconomics, there can be microeconomics, they will get an understanding. So this is a really important thing which I am really happy to hear. And this, if this happens in the near future, it will really help all the students. Emphasis on co-curricular activities. Think about all our Olympics. What happens in Olympics? We find talent. We find talent. Well, if we see Mahendra Singh Dhoni is a talent, but we found that talent. We didn't create it. Creation of talent is very important. So if we get these talents at a very raw age, when it is a formative stage, so we can grow their skills, they can be given into new better schools, maybe sports schools can open. So these concepts are really good. Promotion of regional language, Sanskrit being an optional subject. So they are promoting Sanskrit, and I'm really happy because Sanskrit has actually degraded. I mean, we are this is actually a very vulnerable subject, let's say, or you can say it is going to be extinct. Very few teachers are there who can actually teach you Sanskrit. What I'm saying, you see, there is a pure Hindi, which we call Shuddh Hindi. In Bollywood is actually not Shuddh Hindi. Shuddh Hindi is very it's really sweet to hear, and you can hear this in Mahabharata or Ramayana. If you see Ramayana or Mahabharata, you can understand there is the Shuddh Hindi. In Bollywood, we use Urdu, Punjabi, and Hindi. These three mixtures. So if Sanskrit is made an optional subject, we can learn Sanskrit, we can promote this language, and it is really it's from Sanskrit everything came, all the languages, most of the languages. So it will be our honor if someone takes Sanskrit. And yoga, well, I am also saying yoga. So you see yoga, Ayurveda, these are the things. So these are our honor. These are actually our, what do you call? We call it our heritage. These are actually our heritage. Vedic maths, Veds. Think about this. Standardizing of ISL or Indian Sign Language. You see, we have got many people who are disabled, many people who cannot hear, many people who cannot see. So they are having braille. So these kinds of education for the disabled kids will be there. Well, it has also been said that there will not be special schools for them. Schools will be there, they will get regular schools. You see, this is really discriminatory, because someone who is studying in a regular school, and someone who is studying in special school, what we call special school, so it feels that okay, this person cannot hear, and so they are studying in special school. Why can't they study in our school? So this can actually give you a very important message that we are all same. It's about human beings. The problem with that person is that that person cannot see, or that person cannot walk, or that person cannot hear. That is all. It can also make us to understand the sign language or ISL. How? Maybe someone of our friend may not be able to hear. So we can use what? We can use Indian Sign Language or the sign language. We can use Morse code. If you know what is Morse code, you can go to the Google and you can search about Morse code. We can use Morse, M-O-R-S-E, Morse code. So you see, there are many things to discuss about this policy. This is really good. And the last thing which is there, that is changes in reforms in teachers recruitment. Well. You see, if so many reforms are being made, the teachers have to be that much qualified. If all these kinds of things are being made, the teachers have to be learned in that way, in that manner, so that they can test these skills: analytical, critical, conceptual thinking. So you can see that what is happening in Western education, we are adopting it now, and this is really good. This is all about the new education policy. I will make another separate video for the higher education, because I haven't covered the higher education in this video, because this video is going very long. So see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.